doing yet another Valentino Beanie Baby article and the misinformation out there on it. So I was inspired by a video I saw from Big Dip on a bus where he did an interview with Karen Boker, and they kind of went over a Dr. Lori video and a lot of the misinformation from there. And they mentioned, like, how did Valentino all of a sudden, how did the word spread that Valentino was this valuable beanie, and how did people think that it's worth 50,000? And Karen actually mentioned that it's Google's fault, right? Lo and behold, you search on Google, you see someone selling it for 45,000, right? And then you see something like this, $5,000, and people get all these ideas, but it's so not true. And I guarantee you, there hasn't been a fourth, fifth gen one that's sold for more than, let's say, even $25, maybe $50 tops over the past couple years. So just to let you know, people, your Valentino, unfortunately, does not have much worth, and it's going to sit on whatever site you sell it for till the apocalypse. If you're selling it for over $15, I'll tell you that. So, this Google search, Karen is right. It gives people the false impression of the value of the Beanie Baby. And then look at even the 10 most valuable Beanie Babies. I'm not even going to click on this article because we know it's 100% BS. Okay, and if we go to the frequently asked and tiecollector.com, which was on the Beanie Mania documentary, actually my favorite part of the documentary, because they're actual real collectors, and they said they want to open up the Beanie Museum one day, and you bet you're behind I'll be there if they do. And they seem like really nice people. And Valentino's mentioned here in their frequently asked questions. There are a lot of sellers on eBay listing Beanie Babies for high prices because they have multiple errors in the tags. Are these really valuable? No. There you go. If you want to read this, right, Valentino's on this list. Okay, and I've showed you this before. Another piece of misinformation is that if you search Valentino Beanie Baby on eBay, the first thing that comes up is $5,000, and then a few realistic prices, and $1,000, a little bit overpriced, realistic value, 1,000, a little bit overpriced, one bid, who knows. It's, I would say, I'm not even going to look at it, but the real, a real way to know, a good place to know, like, kind of approximate values is to go to BB Toy Store. What they sell, right, Beanie Baby Toy Store, they're probably one of the more popular items that, it's an actual store that sells a lot of good Thai products. They're popular. They have some good videos on YouTube too, and they're selling this one with errors and a brown nose, which all the Valentinos have a brown nose, for $10. So, people, your Valentino is worth about $1 to $10, and this might even be too high of a price here. Right? Since it's so amazingly popular of a beanie, it's very common. It's that lowers the value, right? And that was mentioned in the Big Tip on a Bus video, and it's an obvious thing that if there's millions of them, why would it have such high value? So let's put the value at $1 to $10 here, and try to clear that up amongst the eBay sellers out there who think they're gonna pay off whatever bills they have with Valentino Common Beanie.